Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy 6Shine and the 6Shine Gaming Channel, and I am back with another SoulCalibur what to do with character guide video for y'all. This time it's about Seong Mina. I will say this is probably my main character I play the most, or is at least the character I'm really good at, or not really good at, but this is probably my best character. So I know a couple stuff with her, and I'm gonna try to break down her as much as I could possible. Hopefully, again, I'm new to the game, but hopefully I don't get nothing wrong, and so on and so forth. So anyways, let's get started with this video. So to get started with this video, Seong Mina in this game is described as a zoner. She's kind of in the same boat as Ivy. She has a whole bunch of long range attacks that could keep her opponent at bay. So when you're playing with Seong Mina, you want to be around this distance because she has a whole bunch of moves that could cover space. One move in particular is her forward A. Her forward A is a great horizontal move. The only downside about the move is that it is a high, but besides that, it's very, very, very good. Then she also has her down back B. Her down back B is also another great keep out zoning tool, and you should abuse this move as well as her forward A. So forward A should be abused, down back B should be abused, and another good move that's not the greatest but it's pretty good is her forward B. Her forward B is good as well. So these three moves you're going to want to abuse with Seong Mina. So now we're going to talk more about her game plan later on in the video, but now we're just going to go over just like basic her basic strings and attacks. So to start off, she got AAA. The third hit, the first two hits is highs, and the last hit is a low. So your opponent has to block this crouching. And even though Seong Mina is a zoner, she does have some mix up up close. Now you cannot step this move because obviously the hit it catches, so you can't step, and the first two hits also catch side steppers as well, so always remember that. So yeah, you have to block this hit low, of course, and then I'm gonna showcase you. What am I going to showcase? Oh yeah, on a counter hit, even though a lot of people attacks on counter hits is a natural counter hit combo, but this is not a natural counter hit combo. Yeah, but another thing is that you could actually interrupt the low with certain moves, not with her A's, but if you have a quick enough like vertical move, it can actually interrupt it. As you can see, that definitely high crushes high attacks, but if you have a medium attack that's quick enough, like Taki's, it could definitely interrupt. So just be very aware about that the third hit on this AAA can be interrupted, GI'd, or reversal edge. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So Taki has a mix-up with this string, and her mix-up is AAB. AAB is a high mid that complements her high low. So if the opponent tries to duck, after you condition your opponent to block the low, you do the AAA, which is a high low, and after they start ducking, you could throw out AAB, which is a mid, and they will get hit by the mid. So this is a pretty good mix up within this string, and you wouldn't think that Seong Mina has this type of mix up since she's a zoner, but she does have this mix up. She has this mix up for as long as I remember a couple SoulCaliburs. I can't really remember, but yeah. So, but there are both weaknesses within these strings, alright? So, obviously, the low and the AAA is a horizontal attack, so it can't be sidestep. So, I just showcased that if you try to sidestep the third hit, you will get hit with the low. So, as you can see, boom, try to sidestep, nope, get hits with the low. So, you can't sidestep this move, right? But you can do something else against this move. You could easily, like I showed earlier, GI or reversal edge it. Or you could also do a low crushing move. Like anything that low crushes a move. A lot of jumping attacks in this game low crush moves. So as you can see, I made the dummy do Taki's jumping A. And Taki's jumping A easily low crushes the move. So this move can be low crush. So just keep that in mind. But now, this is where the mix-up comes in with her AAB. Her AAB can't be low crush. So if you try to do anything like that, you're going to get hit automatically. But her AAB, since it's a vertical, can be sidestepped. So you gotta be very, very wary about that. Alright. One more thing about AAB is normally AAB is not a natural combo, but it is a counter hit combo. So moving on, the next thing we're going to talk about is a forward A. Her forward A is the meat of her game plan, right? This move is so good, and I advise you to abuse this move when you're at a certain distance away from your opponent, because this move is just really, really good. It's a high, it's a horizontal high, but it's very, very quick, and it stops your opponent from sidestepping. The reason why, if I showcase this right here, but even though it's a high, so you can definitely duck it, and yeah. But if you're at a certain distance, even they duck, they gotta be really on point to punish you. But yeah, another thing about this move is that it is unsafe on block. If you act up very up close, it is unsafe on block. Taki cannot punish this with her regular like AA or BB, but with a forward progressive move, she could definitely punish it. But as I'm showcasing you, Taki doesn't have the tools off a regular standard attacks to punish it. Child K, it's just too much pushback for Taki to punish it with an AA, BB, or K. But as I'm going to show, you could do forward AA, and one forward A will punish it. Forward AA is not a natural combo, but forward A will punish it. So as I could show this, if I hurry up and if I'm a lot faster with this, there you go, like the scroll attack. So if you block this, boom, it's definitely punishable, and other characters AAs who have longer reach could definitely punish this move. So if you block this move for point blank range, it's definitely punishable. Now, if you block this move from max range, it's 100% safe. As you can see, it just pushback is just too much. It's 100% safe. So just keep that in mind while using this move. But 9 times out of 10, your opponent's gonna be wanting to duck this move. Now, another thing about this move, like I just said, it hits sidesteppers. So this is a sidestepper killer. And the main reason why this is a sidestepper killer is because of that right there. At max range, if the spear tip hits your opponent while they're sidestepping, they will get lethal hit combo. And a lethal hit combo goes to a combo like this. Boom. That gives you very, very good damage. And your opponent is not going to want to deal with that. So they're going to want to stop sidestepping at that. Or they're going to want to start ducking and so on and so forth. So, like I said, moving on from there, we're going to be talking about her down forward AA. Now, her down forward AA is a mid-low horizontal attack. It's not that great, but it can catch your opponent off guard if you haven't really been throwing it out there in the match like that. Now, you could do the down forward A by itself if you want like somewhat quicker. Like if you need a horizontal attack, that's a mid. But you gotta be careful because if your opponent does block this, you are punishable, really punishable actually. So you gotta be very careful. But if they try to interrupt you and they try to attack during the second hit, they will get hit while the second hit. So you can't interrupt the second hit of down forward AA. Now, moving on from there, we're going to be talking about her down A. Her down A is a very good poke. It high crushes and it interrupts. So yeah, use it how you should use all down A's. Now, move forward, we're going to be talking about her down forward, no, her down back A. Sorry, her down back A is a low grab, kind of. And if you hold the down forward A and hold back, you're able to like flip them over your head and it does more damage. And if the opponent doesn't use Kemi, you can get a mini combo, just like so. I think certain characters, I think Taki is on, I'm not too sure, but I think Taki, she's kind of weird. She may be like a lightweight or something like that, where she's able to use Kemi automatically. But I think certain other characters, like the male characters, something like that, that's like automatic. They stuck in that. But as you can see, Taki could use Kemi. So I gotta go back and check it out. If I go back and check it out and figure it out that not all characters can use Kemi, I'm gonna just put a little note on the screen so to let you know. So moving on, we're gonna be talking about her back A. Back A, and it's whatever. I don't really use it too much. I guess it's kind of a good evasive move. it could throw your opponent off, but it's whatever. So moving on, we're gonna be talking about her jumping A. Her jumping A is pretty good actually. It obviously low crushes, and when it hits, it causes a knockdown. So that's pretty good. Now we're gonna move on to her Wild Rising move. So the first one is Wild Rising AA. It's a horizontal attack, and it's on the slower side, but it definitely gonna catch sidesteppers. So just remember that. Then we got her crouching AK, down forward AK. I believe that's how you do it, and it's more of a punisher. That's pretty much it. So now we're gonna be talking about her B attacks, which are vertical attacks. So the first one is BBB, and this move is mid. If the last hit was the hit at the wall, it will call wall splat. It hits hard, and it's okay. It got some good range, well like that, and it's an okay vertical attack. I use this move, especially. I use the first two hits. And as you can see, it's not a natural hit combo. You can definitely block the third hit, or GI the third hit, or reversal edge the third hit. But if I could set this up properly, if the opponent try to attack at any time, they will be hit. Now at max ranges, this move is 100%. If you block the third hit, it's 100% safe complete anyways. So I'm just showcasing that. There's a better way to do it if I'm making guard the first three hits. I love the SoulCalibur training mode. SoulCalibur training mode is really good. So as you can see, you can block. It's 100% safe. So since it's safe, you can do some GI stuff after that. If you know they about to retaliate with attacks, you can GI right after, and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's always a good thing. Now another thing about this move, what am I going to show right now? All right. So it's a counter hit combo, right? So if your opponent gets hit as a counter hit at any time within this string, it could be the second hit, the first hit. It's going to be a counter hit combo. So just remember that. Block the first two hits, try to interrupt the third hit. Nope, get hit. As you can see, nothing is really guaranteed. Even though it's a knockdown, it looked like you could get something guaranteed. Nothing is really guaranteed from there. Now, since these are all verticals, you could definitely step the third hit of this. So just keep that in mind, that this move is definitely steppable. But the first and second, the first hit is not steppable. After the first hit, you cannot step. You have to step the third hit. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, what else I want to show? And like I said, if you get hit with the second hit, it's a counter hit combo, so on and so forth. I'm showing a lot of stuff here. Yeah, can't guard. I'm showing that you can't guard. If it hits a counter hit, you can't guard. So moving on there, we're going to be talking about her other BB string. Is her BBA. Her BBA is a mid-low and a horizontal low, so that's a very good mix-up to complement her BBB. So BBA is not a natural combo just like BBB. It can, if you block the first two hits, or even get hit by the first two hit, you can block the low. Now, if it hits counter hit, you can't block it. It's a natural. It's a counter hit combo. Now another thing is that if your opponent tries to sidestep thinking that you're going to be throwing out a BBB, the BBA, since it's a horizontal, will hit the sidestepper. So keep that in mind. And I'm also showcasing that both of these BBB and BBA are counter hit combos. So yeah. So moving on, we're going to be talking about her B back B, right? So the B back B is a mid-high, and it's okay. The purpose is it puts you into a retreating move, and this is called the lingering step. Now she has options out of the lingering step. She has a horizontal option, which is her A attack. She also has a low option as well off of the lingering step out of this setup, which is her down back B. We can talk more about that later. And she has a break attack option, which is you just press kick out of the lingering step, and she goes into this flying kick. That's a break attack. So yeah. Next move we're talking about is B forward. B forward is a weird command in this game. There's a lot of attacks in the game that has like attack in the forward, and it goes into a certain move. Now the purpose of the attack, I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure this is mainly a punishment attack, because it's not really that good at combos, and it doesn't wall splats, but it does cause a knockdown. So I'm pretty sure this is one of her faster punishment attacks. Maybe 15 frames, something like that. I'm not too sure, but yeah. Move forward, we're gonna be talking about her forward B. Her forward B is a long range mid attack, but it's a vertical, so it kind of goes into the game plan of her down back B and her forward her forward A. You're mainly going to be using forward A and down back B more, but then when you start to see them duck, then you want to start to throw in her forward B. Now, her forward B could definitely be sidestep. And another thing about the forward B is if you hit with this attack as a backdashing, it will cause a lethal hit, and you get the following combos, so on and so forth. So it's okay. It's not really that great, but it's pretty good. Now, another move she has is forward BA. Now you gotta be really quick on the trigger with this one. You gotta press it in a quick succession. Forward BA. So it's gonna cancel out the forward B into a horizontal attack that hits side steps, and it's pretty good. The one thing about it that's not that great is that even on hit, you don't have that much frame advantage. As you can see, I can get beaten out, but you can easily high crush and so on and so forth. But you don't have that much good frame advantage off of this move. So yeah, and it's not the fastest, so I don't really throw this move out there like that. But it can catch people off guard here and there. So, because it does have a longer range than down forward A as it comes to mid horizontal attacks. So yeah, just keep that in mind when using this move. So moving on, we're gonna be talking about her standard launcher is a down back B. Not down back, sorry, down forward B. So a down forward B is her standard launcher. I believe it's 20 frames. I'm not too sure. I think the launches in the game is 20 frames. Sorry if I'm wrong, but like that. I'm new to SoulCalibur, but yeah. Then she has a down forward BK move. Now, there's two versions of this move, and these are pretty quick mids. There's a regular kick, right? And then there's a just frame version. And the reason we want to learn this because this is very, very important. And her extended the combo game with her down forward B. So down forward BK, if you just frame it, you can get a combo as such as this, even though I dropped it. But yeah, so this is very, very important to our combo games. So I advise you to really sit there and practice this move, because you're gonna need this to get her more damage and combos later on with Seong Mina. So moving on, we're gonna be talking about her down BA, her down BB, and she also has a down BK. But yeah, her down B, the second hand goes into her lingering step, and she obviously has the follows that we learned earlier from her lingering step. And then you have her down BA, which is a low. The second hand is a low horizontal move that can't be stepped, but you gotta block this low, and it causes a knockdown as well. So that's pretty good. So these two moves is pretty decent, and not the greatest, but it's pretty decent. And if you want a mid option, you have your down BK, which is a kick that look like the break attack from the lingering step, but it doesn't have the break attack properties. So yeah, all these moves can be critical edge or GI, so just keep that in mind. So back B just automatically, you know how back B goes to lingering step. So back B is just basically just go straight into the lingering step. It just does that stab into the lingering step, and then you have all your follow options from there. So just basically the shortcut into the lingering step. Now moving forward, you got your down back B, and a down back B is a very, very important part of her game plan. This move is so good. It's probably her longest range move, as you can see, and from the tip range, as you can tell, it causes a knockdown. And depending on how the person you chemis, they could get right up into another down back B. So it's pretty good. The only thing about this move is that it is a vertical move, so obviously you can easily sidestep this move and so on and so forth. But when you throw these two moves together, the forward A and then the down back B, and then you also throw in the forward B as well, it just makes her a really, really strong character from max range. So moving on, we have her jumping B, and her jumping B complements her jumping A, because her jumping B is a launcher. And then now we got her Wild Rising B. Her Wild Rising B is a launcher as well. And to get max damage, you gotta know that just frame down forward BK. Now we have our Crouching BB. Our Crouching BB is pretty good. It high crushes both hits, so that's pretty good. Moving on, we're gonna be talking about her kick. So her standard on kick, I believe this might be her fastest punishment. That might be 12 frames. Her standing kick, and it might be 12 frames, I believe. So that's probably her fastest punishment that she has. Then you have her forward kick. Her forward kick has a GI, auto GI installed into it. So if your opponent does any type of vertical move, it will GI and then kick your opponent. But it's on a slower side, as you can see. But as you can see, it does have the auto GI. So yeah. So moving on from there, you have her down forward kick, and this is probably most likely her fastest mid attack. It doesn't have the greatest range, but it is a natural hit combo, as you can see. And if you want to have, it's good to use at the end of the rounds when your opponent want to duck. It's one of those moves that you could throw out there to get that really good there. It does 24 damage, so it's pretty good. So yeah. So moving on from there, what are we going to be talking about now? I don't know where I'm at in this. All right. So moving on, we got her down kick. Her down kick is a pretty good standard poke, and it high crushes, and it's pretty quick, and it's pretty good. Then you have her down back kick, and it does 24 damage. It's nowhere near the same speed as her down kick, but it does more damage. Now we have her back kick, and it has a auto GI against high attacks. I couldn't showcase this here, but sorry. And then you have her back kick B, which is a natural hit combo and does pretty good damage. Now moving on, you have a jumping kick, and a jumping kick obviously low crushes. It doesn't launch or anything like that, so yeah. Then you have her Wild Rising kick. Her Wild Rising kick is her fastest while standing punishment. I believe it might be 12 or 13 frames. I'm not too sure, but yeah. Then you have her down forward, her crouching down forward kick, and this is very, very good. This is like kind of like a hell sweep, I guess, in Tekken, which you kind of sort of. It's pretty good, and you could go into shenanigans with you cancel out her down back B and with her guard, which I didn't really talk about earlier, but yeah, you can cancel her down back B with the guard attack, and then from there you're going to be in a wild crouching position, and from there you go with the crouching down on down back kick or wild rising B, so on and so forth. Another thing about the down back kick real quick is that it's a horizontal, so it catches side steppers. So moving on, we got her. We're gonna be talking about her dual attack. So we're gonna be talking about her A plus B. Now A plus B is a break attack that launches, and it is a very, very good break attack. It's on the slow side, but it's very, very good. As you can see, it has plus frames on it, so you can get a whole bunch of stuff off. You can't get no jump attacks, of course, but you get a whole bunch of other stuff off. You get a launcher, and you so on and so forth. So it's a very good break attack. It has tremendous range on it, and it launches. And off of launch, you can get a combo like this. If I didn't drop it, let's try this again. So do the A plus B at a certain distance. Boom, you get this combo right here. That does massive damage. And yeah, that's really, really good off of that. So yeah, and if they block it, the plus frames. So the only downside is that you could easily sidestep it. Now moving on, we got her forward A plus B, and I don't even know the real purpose of this move. I don't really use this move as much, so yeah, I'm just gonna really move on from there. So now we have her back A plus B. Now her back A plus B has its uses. So it has a follow-up. It has two different follow-ups. It has back A plus B, and as you see, it does the move twice. It spins it twice, as you can see. And then it has back A plus B, A and B. And this is the first, like at the first follow-up, as I showed, back A plus B can be sidestepped, while the back A plus B, AB can't be sidestepped. Now another thing about this is that this is not a natural hit combo. It's not even a natural counter hit combo. So if you get hit, you can easily block like always. But as I'm going to showcase right here, that the back A plus B can easily be sidestepped. So yeah, but the back A plus B, AB can't be sidestepped, and the last hit is a break attack as well. So that's always very good. Now let's see if I show you something. Oh yeah, right now I'm just showing you that you either way, if it hits as a counter hit, you will still never get a natural hit combo. Now I'm gonna show you something that I learned with this character at the wall. Now I use this personally at the wall because you get stuff like this. It puts your opponent into a restand situation, and if you hit this move after a wall stun, the back A plus B is guaranteed. It can't block it at all. So after that situation, you're in plus. You basically have plus frames, right? So boom, and you're gonna wonder how much plus frames you have. I'm gonna show you. You have enough plus frames to catch a down on forward B, which I believe is 20 frames. So even Taki's, I think, so if it's 20 frames, that means you're plus 10, I believe. If Taki's on AA is plus is on 10 frames. So yeah, that's really, really good. Now moving on, we're gonna be talking about her down A plus B. Her down A plus B is a never really key move to Mina. It is a break attack, and if it hits, it causes you get a mini juggle with her Wild Rising B. It does 40 damage altogether. But as I'm gonna showcase, this is a break attack. Let's showcase this. That is plus on block. So it's a break attack that's plus on block. So if your opponent tries to challenge you after that, your Wild Rising B is almost always guaranteed. Obviously, your Wild Rising B is a vertical attack, so they could easily sidestep out the way. But as you can see, even with Taki's fastest move, which is 10 frames, oh no, I think at that time period I was trying to showcase her kick, which probably might be 12 frames, but either way it trades, right? So whatever. And if you want to go with your wild standing kick, you can as well, and they're always going to beat them out. And if you feel like they're going to sidestep directly right after, because they know that you're going to do a vertical attack, you can easily do your AA, which catches vertical attacks, or you could do your crouching down back KK, which catches sidesteppers as well. So this is very, very, very good to use. So moving on, we're gonna be talking about her up A plus B. Her up A plus B is, I believe, to be her I'm not too sure on the frames, but it seems to be her fastest mid horizontal attack. And it also low crushes as well, because she goes into a jumping animation. So yeah, it's really, really good, and it's a combo ender as well, and it does good damage. So yeah, this is a pretty good move. So moving on, we're gonna be talking about her forward B plus K. Now her forward B plus K is pretty good. It's a multi-hitting move. It's like a stabby type of move. Now the only thing is that this move can definitely be blocked by the fourth hit or third hit, if it's not a counter hit combo. But if it hits counter hit, you could definitely hit with the whole thing, as you can see. So this move is not a move you just throw out there like that. There's certain situations where you would want to throw this move out there, even though it has some good range. Now, moving on. Did we move on? I could have saw I had more to talk about with this move. But I guess we're moving on. So now we're going to be talking about her down B plus K. So her down B plus K is a low. It's pretty quick. It's not the fastest. I think it's unseeable though. And it kind of has the motion as if you're going to do the 4 B plus K. So yeah. Now on counter hit, it knocks down. So that's always good as well. So moving on, we're going to be talking about her up B plus K. Now, up B plus K is a natural combo with 3 hits. It's like a pogo stick type of move. That's what we used to call it back in the day, the pogo stick. And yeah, this move is pretty good. It's 49 hit, 49 damage. It's natural counter hit. So if you hit with this move, it's pretty good. And there's just frames to this move as well. I just, for some reason, cannot. After I was recording this video, I couldn't get the just frames out. So I'm just going to show you the just frames in the move list. Now, I know there's some combo stuff with this where you could do this within combos and do a just frame version and it gets a certain type of ground stun and so on and so forth. But as I was recording this video, for some reason, I couldn't get the just frames out at all, no matter how much I tried. So I couldn't really showcase that combo. But just to show you, there's a just frames version as well, and I believe is safer, so on and so forth. So moving on, we're gonna be talking about her regular BK. Now it's okay. Obviously, in low pressures, it avoids a lot. It has some good range. It's like, what can I say this move is? And like, you can put this in combos as well if you don't mess up like how I am. As you can see, you get a full combo with that move. So yeah, so off of A plus B at a certain distance, you're able to do that move. And by itself, you could get like certain follow-ups, but you can't get too much by itself. But yeah. So moving on, we're going to be doing back B plus K. Now back B plus K has a auto GI in it. And I believe it auto GI's vertical attacks. That's nothing. That's a kick. But every other vertical attack, it does. Now, if it hits, you get a little mini combo with it. Now, as I'm gonna showcase, if it hits as a vertical attack, it should just hurry up and showcase this. Boom. Auto GIs. You put them to a mini combo state, and you can do. You gotta be on point as well. But yeah, and you can do a combo from there as well if you're on point. And I'm dropping it. I don't know why. Let's try this again. Yeah, you can easily do that for the easy combo. That's the easy bait combo. You just do 4 B plus K. But you can do this as well, and you do the same amount of damage. But doing that combo puts them. If you do that combo and end it early, you get into a certain setup. So I advise you to go for that combo. Now also we have her Wild Rising B plus K, and this move puts you into the lingering step. So off this move, guaranteed you get a K attack because you're in a lingering step. You can get the B attack, but you gotta delay it, and the A attack will always whiff. So moving on, we're going to be talking about some 8-way run moves. So the first one we're going to talk about is a 4-4-A. It's a mid, and it's a horizontal attack, and it recovers in a crouch. So if it hits, you get a couple stuff that's interruptible if it hits. If it's blocked, then obviously you could get interrupted. But if it hits, you get a couple stuff that's interruptible. So if it hits, I'm going to showcase this right now. I'm going to put the computer to attack with her AA right after it. Your Wild Rising kick is going to trade with a 10 frame attack. So that means anything less than 10 frames would not beat out this attack. Now, of course, if it's a high, you can always, since you're in crouching, you can always do a down back kick to crush highs, so on and so forth. Now, her next 8-way run attack as a 4-4B. A 4-4B has two attacks. You can do 4-4B regular, and you can do 4-4B, and when you hold the B, she kind of charges the attack up, and then you get a mini combo, and so on and so forth. And then moving on from there, you have a 4-4 KKK. All of this is a natural hit combo, so if it hits, it's all natural hit. So it's a mid-high, so that's pretty good as well. That's really good. And the only thing about it is that the first two hits are linear. So her next 8-way run attack is a 4-4B plus K. Now this is mainly combo filler, and this is very big combos, but if it hits, you get a knockdown. And there's two versions of this move. You can hold it, and the whole version causes a extra hit on hit. Like, so you get a pop-up animation when you hold it, and even if they do block it, it adds a little hit extra to the end of your attack. That's a low that they had. It's a special low, so sometimes it will catch the opponent off guard and it'll hit them. But in the combos, this is mainly your combo filler, and this is one of the better setups in your combos. So moving on from there, you got your 4-4 A plus B, and this is a very hard hitting vertical attack. It could easily be sidestep, but it's safe on block. It has a little good range, and you can use this in your combos as well. So moving on, we're gonna be talking about her back 8-way run moves. Now the best move she probably has, period, is her back A. Her back A is ridiculous. At max range, if you space it out correctly, and one, it's a low. Then two is always going to cause a lethal hit at max range. So I advise you whenever you can to abuse the hell out of this move. This move is really good, and it catches your opponent off guard. And at max range, it causes a lethal hit, and you get a full combo from there. Now, next thing we're talking about is her back B. Her back B is a vertical mid attack, and it causes a launch. So moving on from there, we have her back K. Her back K is a move that crushes lows, and I ain't showcases right here, but it causes a lethal hit if it crushes a low. So her back B plus K is a horizontal attack, and when you hold it, it causes a break attack. And her back B A plus B is a vertical mid launcher, and it's safe on block, and it causes a little bit of pushback, and you get the standard combos with it, with her just frames, down for B plus K, and so on and so forth. So moving on, we're gonna be talking about her sidesteppable 8-way run moves. So the first one is her up or down, or just run 8-way run in that direction, sidewalking AA. And this move is pretty good. It's a horizontal attack, and the only thing is, if it doesn't hit counter hit, you can't block it. Now her next one is another move she'll abuse while you sidewalking. Is her sidewalk B. Her sidewalk B is very good. It causes a combo. It's a launcher, and as you've seen, I showcased the combo from there. And you could always, whenever you sidewalk, and no matter how long you want to sidewalk for, as long as you sidewalking, you can always gain access to these moves. Now another move is her sidewalk K, and it causes a mini stun. I think the only thing that's guaranteed is a down K, so it's whatever. I don't really use this move at all, so yeah. If anything, if I'm sidewalking mainly, I'm going to be using either her sidewalk A or her sidewalk B more times out of 10. Now next one we're going to talk about is her down back, or up back A. This is a low. It's a horizontal low. It's pretty quick. It probably could catch your opponent off guard. There's better moves to use. If I'm going to do any move like that, I'm just going to use back A or anything like that. Now, next one we're going to talk about is her down back B. And it's pretty much her down back B. Only thing is it comes out of a 8-way run position, and you can do this down back. You can do down back B, or up back B. So yeah. So now moving on, we're going to be talking about her grabs. So now she got some standard grabs. They put you in good position. You get a little pokes out of it, so on and so forth. You're always pretty much right there, right at top of your opponent with these grabs. But the main thing I want to show you, and I just showcase her side grabs, but the main thing I want to show you, she has a command grab. You do this by pressing back forward grab, right? So this grab is very, very good, especially at the wall, because she has a guaranteed follow-up hit from there, and when you press B, it's a guaranteed hit. And at the wall, it wall splash, as you can see. And this is a very, very good move to use at the wall, especially. As you can see, you get guaranteed stuff, because that follow-up hit after that grab is always guaranteed. They have to break the grab to not get hit by that follow-up move. They can't block it at all, and then you get guaranteed stuff like that. So it's a very, very, very good move, I must say. So we're going to be talking about some Soul Charge stuff. So Soul Charge, Seong Mina Soul Charge is very, very good. And to be honest, I only really abuse 2 to 3 moves in her Soul Charge. Mainly down back B. Her down back B is very, very good, because once off of Soul Charge activation, you're in perfect distance for a down back B to hit. And if they actually do block it, it's a break attack in your plus frames. So that's very, very good. And if they don't, you Kemi off of the ground automatically when they get hit by her down back B in Soul Charge. Again, another thing, it always causes a knockdown. Soul Charge down back B always causes a knockdown. And if they don't, you Kemi in time, they will always get hit by another one if they don't, you Kemi, and they just stay on the floor. So that's really, really good. And like I said, they block it, you know, break attack your plus frames. It's nothing, it's like you can't go no wrong with this move. The only thing that bad about this move is that the move can easily be sidestepped. So right off of Soul Charge, I like to do this move, but then they can easily sidestep that. So yeah, you gotta watch out for that. But if I read that they're going to sidestep, I could do forward A. Now, out of Soul Charge, forward A is just one hit. But within Soul Charge, as we're going to showcase, forward A is at least 4 hits, I believe, and it catches sidesteppers, and it causes a knockdown. And 9 times out of 10, if they don't, you Kemi immediately if they hit the ground. Also, it rings out at near the edge of the ring. And if they don't, you Kemi immediately after they hit the ground, I believe you basically have a guaranteed down back B as well. So yeah, it's really, really good. Now another move that's really, really good in Soul Charge is her forward A. Now forward A is already beastly as it is, and Soul Charge is even beastier. In Soul Charge, this move is 100% safe. As you can, regular wise, this move is not safe. I did the wrong thing to showcase this. But in Soul Charge, she has tons of pushbacks off this move. It pushed them back max range, so there's no way they could punish the move at all. So, and it's a break attack as well. So keep that in mind. And it also, if they get hit sidestepping, they will get hit with a lethal hit combo. Now, moving on, we're going to be talking about her BBB in Soul Charge. Her BBB in Soul Charge is pretty standard, but the last hit is a break attack. So that's really, really good. But besides that, it pretty much had all the same properties it did regular wise. If it hits natural hit combo, it will hit. The counter hit combo will hit, so on and so forth. Now moving on, we have her sidestep A. Now this move is very good because normally it's 2 hits. So sometimes it will throw your opponent off guard because they will try to attack you right after the second hit, or try to do something after the second hit. But in Soul Charge, it's 4 hits. So, as you can see, and if you get hit by any one of the hits at all, the rest is a natural combo. So that's really, really good. And it puts you in a really good distance that after all the pushback, if they even do block all the hits, you're pretty much safe. So this move is a go-to move I usually like to do as well in Soul Charge. So yeah, I will use this move really, really well too. So another move we have is a forward A plus B. Her forward A plus B, if it's blocked, it's a break attack. And besides that, it pretty much has the same properties as the original one. Another move we have is our back A plus B. And this move is a guard killer. As you can see, if they block this move, it does 41 guard crush damage. Now, I'm showcasing all the moves like regular wise, like her A plus B is a break attack and it only does 15%. You got other moves that do a little bit more or a little bit less. But this move does 41% guard damage. That is very, very good. So 2 of these moves put you in yellow, and 3 of these moves block 100% crushes your guard. So if you put your opponent in a situation, it is very, very good to use this move. Even though it's pretty slow, it's pretty good. Now moving on, the next Soul Charge move you're gonna be talking about is her Bat Back B plus K. Now Bat Back B plus K on regular hit, regular is a break attack, and if you charge it up, it is a unblockable. And it does a lot of guard crush damage as well. So yeah, it does 50%, I believe. Or no, maybe I'm off. It does like around 20%. So yeah, that's pretty big as well. Now another move we're gonna be talking about is her down back B move. It's pretty much a down back B, but it's the Soul Charge version, and it's an 8-way rave version of it. So yeah, and then from there we moving on to her while crouching down forward KKB attack. So now before she has KK regular wise, but in Soul Charge she has KKB, and it becomes completely different. Now the second hit is like the little pogo stick animation up of her unblockable. Now you could do this move on its own. You could just do KK, and after the KK, while in Soul Charge, she's in the lingering step, as we're going to showcase. She's in lingering step. So from there, she can do whatever she wants from out of her lingering step setup. So, and her down back B, which is her B version of her lingering step, is going to be her Soul Charge version as well. And if anything else, you can just pull the move off regular, like always, and you're in a good position as well. I don't really use this move too much. I should start using it more, but yeah, it's alright. She just have ever abusable moves that I'd rather use over this move. But if I gotta use this move up close, I would use this move. So now we're gonna be talking about her reversal edge situation. So her follows out of reversal edge, she has AA, right? So if you want a reversal edge with A, she has a follow-up from there, which is AA. Then she has AB, which is a horizontal mid vertical. So a horizontal, a vertical, and the AA is horizontal, which is a high, or mid-high, something like that, whatever. Then she has her kick, which is a standard kick. It just kicks him back. That's pretty much it. Nothing too fancy about that. And she has her B attack, which I don't know why I messed up right here. Let's try this again. She has a B attack out of the reversal edge, and her B attack is a launcher. And this would be the go-to if you want to launch your opponent, and you could get combos off of it just like so. Or you could even do something better. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, and you could even do her. Let's see what I did here. Yeah, you could do that combo as well. So that's mainly the go-to combo to do out of this situation. So right now I got some basic combos I'm just going to let play through, and I will put my inputs for some of these combos. And besides that, I'm going to let this segment rock out, and I'll be back at the end of this segment. So when you hit down forward B up close, it does this type of launch. When you hit from max range, you get a way higher launcher, and you're able to do combos like this. off of a combo that involves 404 BK hold. Instead of doing up A plus B, you can always substitute that for a critical edge. This wall combo ended with back A plus B, causes a restand, and you have frame advantage after it. And this wall combo only works if you counter hit with your forward A plus B. Now on to lethal hit. So if you was to hit with your forward A at tip range, if your opponent is sidewalking, that causes a lethal hit. Same thing goes with the Soul Charge version as well, because I explained this earlier. If you hit with your forward B while your opponent is back stepping or back walking, whatever, that causes a lethal hit. A plus B during a GI or a reversal edge causes a lethal hit. Down A plus B during your opponent has low on stamina with the guard stamina, cause a lethal hit. Up A B plus B cause a lethal hit if the opponent is GIing or reversal edge. If your opponent whips on a throw and you throw out Wild Rising B plus K, that causes a lethal hit. And back A at max range cause a lethal hit, and like I said, that should be abused. Back K cause a lethal hit if you low crush opponent low move, as you can see. Back A plus B after a guard crush causes a lethal hit as well. It doesn't have to be automatically off of this situation. Any type of situation that causes a guard crush, you can get this situation. The same thing as in Soul Charge as well, because you can do this move with Soul Charge. Now, if you win the second round of a reversal edge and you do A plus A, just the regular A causes a lethal hit, and you can always do the follow-up, but I advise you not to do the follow-up because you can get way bigger damage combos from there if you just do the regular A. Same thing with A plus B. If you win the second round with a B and reversal edge, you get a lethal hit as well. And if you win the second round with a K and reversal edge, you get a lethal hit as well. So those are all Seong Mina's lethal hits. So moving on to general game plan again. So like I said, you want to be around this distance right here, where your opponent could whiff attacks on you, but you can easily whiff punish them as well. Whiff punishes are her forward A, as like I said, and her down back B. These are excellent tools to condition your opponent to. You basically control the game plan of the match like this. You can also cancel her down back B with guard, and then you're going to be in a wild rising state, and you can do any of your wild rising moves, so on and so forth. So that's always a good game plan, especially if you see them stepping your down back B. You can cancel and do your down back KK while you're crouching. So yeah, a 4A, great attack, very great attack. I abuse the hell out of this move. And when you at a certain distance, you want to throw out if you know your opponent likes to sidestep, you could throw out up A plus B, because up A plus B is definitely better than her down forward A. You could also do full forward A. This is pretty good. It catches side steps, and if it hits, you're going to be in crouch. Then you also want to abuse her back A at max range. If you space out correctly, catch with that, it can definitely catch your opponent on guard, and you get a mini good combo and set up from there. So that's always good. And yeah, this is pretty much how you want to play Seong Mina. I mean, I'm not the expert on Seong Mina, but these you could tell what's really good, and these moves are really good. So yeah, I would just really abuse these moves, dictate the pace of the match while all these moves. If you see your opponent starts to duck a lot off of the 4-4A, you can easily just run up and down 4B, stuff like that. A BB is pretty good as well to see what your opponent is going to do. You just hit BB. If it hits, it hits. If they try to sidestep the third move, you could act accordingly from there. But yeah, and 4-4B and sidestep B, especially sidestep B. Sidestep B is very good. And I abuse the hell out of this move as well when I'm sidestepping. In some cases, it causes so much pushback that you can't be safe, and so on and so forth. Another moves I like to abuse is down A plus B. Down A plus B is very good, because even it's something they can't avoid, and even if they do block it, your plus frames. And her A plus B is very good as well. It has really good range, and it causes one of her max damage and combos. And this is a certain setup that you can do which your opponent really can't avoid. You have to get up and stand, because if you mix this up with her down A plus B, is just very good. So yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much the end of the road of this video. SoulCalibur, what to do with Seong Mina, and hopefully you was able to learn something new today, or even learn how to defend against her. And if you did learn something new and you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button. I greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel, you could subscribe. Check out some of my past content. I'm mainly a Dragon Ball FighterZ content person, but I do have some other content as well. Have some BlazBlue content and so on and so forth. So yeah, make sure you go do that. Also, make sure to hit the notification bell to get alerted every single time I drop a new vid for y'all. Also, if you want to help support the channel in any type of way at all, make sure to go check out the description box below. And those are all the ways you can help support the channel. But besides that, hope all of you have a nice day. Peace.